Hello, it's been some time, right? Almost 2 years now since my last upload. And the reason is, I grew up. Which sounds dramatic, like I went off to war. But no, I just started paying taxes and falling asleep before midnight. So, same thing really. So today, we're gonna talk about growing up. What it actually is, what nobody wants you about, and why I'm now emotionally attached to my couch. Growing up is an interesting experience. In theory, you get bigger, your mind becomes more developed, and you start understanding complex things like politics, finances, and why your parents were always tired. In my case, growing up meant not physically growing at all from the age of 14 to now 23. Same height, same interests. Still into all the nerdy stuff, sitting in the dark, staring at a screen. The only thing that changed is the type of suffering. Before, it was homework. Now, it's paying half your money for gas because Trump can't stop winning. But some things about growing up are actually pretty cool, like earning money, real money, and then immediately watch all of it leave. Bills you didn't even know existed just start showing up like trainers in Pokemon. And there's always another one, and they all want something from you. This isn't made up, by the way. When I turned 18, the first piece of mail I received as a legal adult was a bill, but not from anyone, from the government, asking me to pay $200 of services I used in the year I was born. I just imagined some office guy sitting in his little cubicle with a big red circle on his calendar, counting down the days. He's 17 and 346 days. Not yet. Not yet. What did I even use? Milk? Hospital air? Did I make a phone call? I don't remember. Was baby me really running up a tap? It's also super interesting to look back and see where you started versus where life drags you. My first job was at 17, an IT technician intern, which sounds impressive until you realize my entire job was being the guy you call when the printer doesn't work. I know, genius level problem solving, right? Have you tried turning it off and on again? After that, I decided I wanted to do something I actually liked. Something fun, something creative. So I became a game developer, which was great, except for one thing. I actually like being around people. I like talking to them, hence to my video, How to Talk to People. And game development isn't really the industry for that. It's mostly you, alone, in a room, debugging code at 2 a.m. while questioning every decision. So I pivoted again. And now I'm sort of a tech teacher, which is honestly the best of both worlds. I get to be around people and talk about nerdy stuff, and they legally cannot leave. But the biggest career achievement to this day is calling someone else to fix my computer issues, knowing damn well I could do it myself. That is a man who values his time. Another big milestone of growing up is moving into your first apartment. Nothing teaches you more about yourself than assembling furniture alone at 11 p.m. with instructions that were clearly written by someone who hates you. You build the shelf, you step back, and you feel pride. And then you take one step backwards and the whole thing leans like it's had a long night out. And then you have to deal with returning it, packing it back into the box it came in, which is physically impossible, by the way. That box obeyed different laws of physics when it arrived. You will never recreate what Amazon did. But really, it isn't all that bad, because now I can decide what goes in my fridge. And what goes in my fridge is exclusively Red Bull. Literally what I've always dreamt of. I call this part of your life the early bird stage. And it runs on what I call the 3 bars rule. Like a video game, you have 3 stats: energy, time, and money. And the universe will never let you max out all 3 at the same time. When you're a kid, you have energy and time, but no money. When you're a young adult, you have energy, money, but no time. And when you're old, you have time, money, but you threw your back out reaching for the TV remote. The early bird stage is technically the freest you'll ever be. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you want, no one to ask and no one to inform. At least that's what I've heard. Because even I have to answer to Mrs. Talk About It. Here's the thing about growing up, nobody really wants you about. It's not the big stuff that gets you, it's the small, weird stuff. Like the first time you get excited about a new carpet, or when you start having different opinions about different brands of paper towels, or when a Friday night sounds better than going out. Not because you can't go out, you just don't want to go. Your couch is right there, and it already knows you. Another thing about growing up is your friend group gets edited. Not in a dramatic way. Nobody has a falling out, at least I didn't. You don't delete anyone. It's more like some people just slowly fade out and never fully come back. You go from seeing one of your friends every day to texting them, "We should hang out soon," every 3 months, and then neither of you follows up. And you both know it, You're both fine with it, and that's somehow the saddest part. But the ones who stay, those ones are locked in. Those are the ride or die. I will help you move apartments even though I hate it kind of friends. And honestly, having just one of these is much more than having 30 people. At the end of the day, growing up isn't some dramatic transformation. You don't wake up one morning and suddenly understand everything. You just slowly collect experiences. Some great, some stupid, most somewhere in between. And eventually, you look back and realize you've been doing it this whole time. You were growing up when you burned your first meal, when you paid that ridiculous baby bill, when you sat alone in your apartment for the first time and thought, now what? And the answer to now what is always the same. You'll figure it out. Badly, but you'll figure it out. So yeah, I grew up. I'm still growing up, and I'll probably still be saying that when I'm 40. At least my fridge is stocked. See you in another 2 years. Or not, we'll see how it goes.